Well, you know, Nene geese on Kauai are beginning their migration to Maui and the Big Island via air.
But it may not be what you might think. By air, we mean by airplane or helicopter. It's a move that's costing some $7.2 million.
And joining us live over Skype with more on this story is civilbeat.com editor John Temple. John, good morning. And I'm wondering, okay, who is paying for this?
We are. I mean, this is part of what happens when you have an endangered species. You cannot harm or kill these birds. They are our state bird. They're a beautiful bird. And they're right by an airport because a resort kind of brought them in. And of course, they love it at the wetlands near an airport. And now they're in danger of getting killed by the planes. So the state has to do something about it. And it's kind of amazing at this time of fiscal crisis.
Well, and John, bird strikes are a real issue. We all know that the Miracle on the Hudson in New York City, when that plane went down, that was caused because of a bird strike. Luckily, everyone survived. So is there a serious issue with those Nene actually flying into the airplanes?
Well, there is an issue with flocks of birds being dangerous for airplanes, including on Kauai. They've had many hits, but the Nene don't seem to flock, so that's not really the problem, but they're growing in number. So as they grow in number, they could become more of a problem, but there are other birds that will still be a problem, but they're not endangered. These birds you cannot harm or kill, other birds you can.
And John, have we seen anything like this before? Is this something that's new?
Well, I was just thinking when you were talking about the monk seals, how similar that is in some ways. This bird population got down to about 30 birds in the early 50s. Imagine that, just 30 birds. And now we're up to a couple of thousand, but they're not a stable, viable population yet. And so once they're on that endangered status, there's nothing you can do to hurt those birds.
Well, it is amazing that the population has grown so much in recent years, and so hopefully they can do what they can to protect those animals. John Temple from Civil Beat, thank you so much for joining us. And
Great.
Don't forget, if you'd like to see this interview again, you can go over to the morning section of our website, KITV.com. It is 6:36.